I'm a collaborative lawyer, so I would always emphasise that where possible, parties work together, albeit the fact that they're separating, to try and find solutions that work best for both of them and in particular for their kids. I'm also a mediator, and wearing my mediator hat, I'm not a lawyer, I'm a mediator, so a client can only instruct me in one capacity or the other. I can't act for one person as both mediator and lawyer. Mediation is useful if you want to avoid going to lawyers altogether or want to use them for absolute minimum. And obviously, as a mediator, I can see both parties, which automatically halves the price. So instead of both individuals instructing a lawyer, they both instruct one mediator who works with them to try and find the solution that they have within them somewhere as to what's going to work best in their situation. Everybody's unique. Everybody's got particular difficulties in terms of, well, where are we both going to live? How are we going to manage the children? What are we going to do about the pension? Etc., etc. In practice, you get people who are coming who haven't perhaps talked properly to each other for a long time, or you get people coming with their positions, and so they get in a room and they're desperate to say whatever it is. But over time, the mediator's skills are that they encourage a degree of listening, not just talking. And you actually get some communication, and it is surprising how often the solution is there. It's just, it sounds a bit airy-fairy, the solution is there. But that is what happens, in fact, when you get people in a room and you allow them, the 5 minutes of, okay, this is my position, you then start working through what they're each saying and getting the other person to hear particular things, and you suddenly get, oh, right, so that's what it's all about. That's what you really want. And quite often, when you distill the issues for people, they are more solvable than less, and more solvable than people tend to think, because it's just they've never actually explored what the key issues and the key problems are. So I'm a great advocate of mediation and collaboration, because as I've said, when people get in a room together and actually see the other person, the struggles they're going through and the difficulties they have, there is a degree of empathy and understanding, because you're both in the same boat, for heaven's sake. You're both going through something quite difficult. So a mediator's role is to work with both people together to deal with that. Now, some people find that situation quite intimidating because they are on their own with the mediator. The alternative is a collaborative law process whereby each party employs a collaborative lawyer, and so it's a four-way meeting. So you can see the dynamics between a three-way and a four-way are slightly different, and horses for courses, you go with whichever you feel most comfortable with.